Hey, it's Dave Kwasinski again. It's still Ash Wednesday. There's a couple of things that I didn't get to on the other video that I thought of, and I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to get through this very quickly and talk about the readings from the Catholic liturgy today. Dave Kwasinski, DaveKFitness.com, the philosophy of Dave.wordpress.com. I have a very large cat, Shadow, right on my lap. Very sizable Shadow on my lap. So you might hear him purring. He's got his motor revving here. The readings for the Catholic liturgy for Ash Wednesday are always the same every year. There's a reading from the book of the prophet Joel, a responsorial psalm from the book of Psalms, of course. The refrain is, "Be merciful, O Lord, for we have sinned." The second reading is from the second letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, and then a gospel passage from the book of Matthew. In very small part, Joel says to the Israelites, "Rend your heart, not your garments." St. Paul says to the Corinthians, "Now is a very acceptable time. Now is the day of salvation." And Jesus is talking about the Pharisees and making a big show out of religious deeds and charitable acts and almsgiving and fasting, and how certain people will do that. And he says, don't be like them. In part, again, he says, when you pray, go to your inner room, close the door, and pray to your Father in secret. And your Father, who sees in secret, will repay you. So takeaways from all of these. In ancient Oriental time, in the ancient Orient, rending your garments, tearing the garment was a sign of deep emotional distress, regret, sorrow. And Jesus is saying, don't rip your clothes, rip your heart. Rip your heart wide open for me. Bare your heart to me. Bare your heart and soul to me. And St. Paul is saying, now's the time. Now's the time when we can be saved. And Jesus is saying, go to your inner room and pray. What are you doing for Lent? Can you open up to God in this way? Can you rend your heart? Can you rip your heart wide open for Him? Talk to you tomorrow. Dave Kwasinski, DaveKFitness.com. See ya.